Good morning, welcome to Yoga at the Mawa Library. My name is Joan. Today we're going to do some work on back and hips. We'll do a little lymphatic drainage. And I had mentioned last class, if you have a block, to bring it with you. If you're at home and you don't have a block, you can always use a book, maybe about 2 inches wide. If you don't want to use the block, you don't use the block, right? You're so cute. So take a breath, sit up nice and tall. Let your hands just rest gently in your lap. Close your eyes. Ask yourself, how am I? What do I need to shift? How do I feel in this moment? What do I need to release? What do I need to open? What can I let go of? Do I give myself permission to let go of stuff that doesn't work for me anymore? And as I breathe in and I breathe out, I focus on the breath. Notice, where is the breath? Is it high? Is it in your head, your throat, your top of your chest? And with every inhale and exhale, try to bring the breath a little lower into the belly. And do 3 breaths. And just see how that feels. As you bring more oxygen in, see if you can soften the shoulders down. Notice any sensations that you activate. Feel that sensation of settling. And as you let the shoulders soften, ask yourself for permission to let go of one thing, a thought, a heaviness, a worry, a stress, anything that comes up that you've been walking around with. And just say to yourself, for this next hour, I'm letting that go so I can be fully present in my practice. Really relax the forehead. So there's a lot of frowning today. So we're just going to take the left hand, we're going to ground down. You can let it rest on your thigh or on the mat, whatever. And you're taking your 2 fingers, index and middle, and just place it right between your eyebrows. Sit up a little taller and reach up and settle down, and now just slide your fingers up to the hairline and glide it down. 1, soften the jaw. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come right to the center, right there where the 11 lines may be, if you have them, and just little circles. And as you do that, really soften through the jaw. Swallow gently, let go of tension right here. Good, pause. Take your 3 middle fingers, tuck your chin, let your arms rest, and just tap above your eyebrows. And take a sigh and let it go. And as you let it go, as we tap right here, we're asking to release stuff that creates a distraction, that makes you feel fragmented, that takes you out of the present moment, that hopefully releases congestion or inflammation, that relaxes the fascia. Now come right above each eyebrow. Fingers are spread, and now slide up and down here. Now when you slide up, you're going to feel this stretch. So release the jaw down, tuck the chin, and we'll do 10. 1, 2, see if the ears unlock. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then blink a few times. 2 fingers and just massage around the orbs of the eyes and just release. So when you are very stressed, that stress lands anywhere in the body, but it particularly lands in the face. And so stress is an cause of aging. So as we massage it out, just kind of relax. And ask yourself for clarity. Work less, gain more. And then come right to the cheekbones, a little massage here. Use the pads of your fingers just to massage around a little bit. See what moves or shifts or unclogs or feels tender or sore. And then slide down, lift your chin and kind of massage up and around and move any tightness between the cheeks and the teeth. And then open and close the mouth, feel the jaw. Now, when you open the jaw, there's a little indentation there. See if you can just massage right in there. Really important to do, especially if you have TMJ or you're a grinder. See if you can clear your throat. Come below, right to the lower teeth and massage it here. So when you do facial yoga, it does help to improve circulation, blood flow, releases tension in the muscles and the facial planes, creates and helps with collagen. Good. And now pause and feel your face. Now, I'm going to do what's called an ear pull. So the thumb comes to the inside of the ear, index and middle come to the outside. My shoulders come down, my elbows are out. I slightly tuck my chin. I take a breath, and I want to pull gently. If it's really tight, it's probably tight for a reason, so you just do a little bit at a time. Inhale, pull gently, lift up, kind of wiggle if you can, and then let it go and sink. Inhale, lift and pull, and stretch it. And then one more inhale, lift and pull, and let it go. And feel that. Tuck your chin and swing your head gently from side to side and start to soften through the cervical spine. And as you relax through here, go as far to the right as you can and feel this whole left side. And then come back to center and go to the left and see where you have any kind of restriction or an end point where you just can't go too far, and feel the whole right side. And then come back to center, tuck your chin. Inhale, lift up, rock it here. Open up through the throat. Good, bring it straight to neutral, roll your head to the right. Exhale to center, roll to the left. Exhale to center. Now, take your right hand and you're gonna bring it behind your back as if you're gonna stick your fingers into a jean pocket. So you're gonna stick it down as far to the left as you can, keep the shoulder back. And now with my hand on my left knee, I'm just gonna turn a little bit, but keep my chin as close to center as I can. Take a breath, and then come back to center and try again. Tuck the belly back so you're not straining the lower back. And one more. And then come back to center, opposite side. And notice the difference here. So I slide my arm back and I twist, ooh, a little tighter. So you just give yourself feedback. And you twist a little more, and one more. And then come off. We've been sitting for a while. So let's just take ourselves and stretch the legs. Just let the legs be long. Now massage the knees. And pay attention to the back of the knees. So we hold a lot of fluid back there, so you want to massage out. Use your fingers to really massage the backs of the knees. Now, if you come to the crease of the back of the leg, you're not going to have to lift your leg. If you lift your leg right at the here and you come 3 fingers down, there's a little indentation at the calf. Massage that. See if it's really tight. Little circles, roll it around. See how that feels. And then you're gonna look at the sides of your knees. Not a lot of pressure. You're just gonna massage. There's 2 little indentations there. Just kind of massage it gently, gently. Good. Little circles at the knees. Good. Massage the tops of the shins. And now you're going to take your two fingers like it's a comb. You're going to lift, and you're just going to ride your fingers up the back of the calf. Thumbs come along the outside edge of the calf, and just massage here so we get some increased circulation right through the calf, and notice if it's tender or sore. And then opposite side. Good. Soles of the feet together, gentle rocking. See how you feel here. Shoulders down. Take a breath. Good. I'm going to swing. I'm going to keep my block handy. I'm going to swing my legs to the right. If you're on the opposite side, it doesn't matter. And I want to just begin to stretch. Now, when I bring my leg, I want to pay attention to this line right here at the IT band and massage it out. See if it's really tender, and breathe. Good. Now, I can stay right here, and this could be enough. If I have an issue and it's hard for me to keep this leg down, I would prop a block underneath. If I'm comfortable, I can turn. Now, as I turn, I can come right in line with the knee. This could be enough. I can come forward any amount. I can use my block and rest my hands. I can bring my hands to the mat, and I breathe, and I lift up and I stretch, and maybe I stretch a little more. And I pay attention right to this spot, right at the lower back, right in the hip. Take a breath. Now, if I'm really, really, really flexible and I can do more, do I go where I don't belong? No. I go to the right and I twist a little more, and I can bring it down as low as I can go and get a different stretch. Just pay attention. Only do what works for you. If this is too much, but you can go here, you can always use your block or two blocks, and you come back up. And now you sit and see how that feels. Switch to the other side. So this is deer pose. And now massage this side. See how it feels. Remember, one side may not necessarily feel the same as the other. We don't judge. And as we breathe in and we breathe out, we soften it. So if you're really struggling, soften it. Turn toward the bent knee. Remember, you can use your block. If you need a lift, you can use two blocks, and you can keep it right here. You can bring your hands and come forward. Keep the shoulders back, chin in line with the sternum, head not leaning forward, and you can massage it here. You can come down a little lower if you choose. You can stretch it out as far as you can go if you choose. You can come all the way to that opposite side and come here. Take a breath. You can bring it all the way down if you choose, with or without a block, and you breathe. If you're really flexible and you want to bring your head to the block, you can bring your head to the block and rest here. You don't have to do any of it. You can stretch it as deeply as you need. And then you bring it back up. Bring your hands behind your back and just rock it out. And see how that feels. Widen your legs. So this is the problem. People always bring their feet together and they're here. But if you go here, knees tend to be wide, and you get very little space between your legs. So you want to widen it. So you get a good stretch right up into the hip flexors. Be careful not to collapse the chest. Breathe. Good. Pause. Soles of the feet together and rock it out. Breathe. Now I'm going to swing my legs to the side. Now when I swing my legs to the side, we're going to do a big hip opener. If this doesn't work for you, you don't do it. So I'm going to come up onto my hands and knees. I'm going to tuck my toes. If I have issues with my knees, I can always put a cushion, a prop, a blanket, a towel. I tuck my toes. Let's just stretch here. Stretch it back and forth. Take your time. When I sit back, I'm going to rock it out a little bit, get some stretching through the feet. Remember, the fascia of the feet has a connection to even the space between the eyebrow and the hairline. So the fascia connects all the way up the back body. Come to neutral, lift your feet, wiggle your feet. Good. Flatten the feet if you can. Some people have a hard time here. You just do the best that you can with it. Press. Now this could be enough. Just pressing your feet down could be enough. If you're comfortable, you can rock it back and forth. Get a stretch through the tops of the feet, the dorsals. And then you come back if you can, and you can rock it here. Get a little movement here. Good. Pause. Come to neutral. So I'm right in table, and I engage through the back by flattening it. Now I'm going to start with my right leg since I'm facing this side. I'm going to take my right foot, I'm going to lift it up, and I'm going to use my knee as a pivot point to bring it out as far to the right as I can. I'm going to lift the leg, and when I bring my foot up, I can turn the foot so that it's parallel to the mat. And now I'm just going to rock it back and forth. Take a gentle stretch right here. This is very deep into the hip. If this doesn't feel good for you, you don't do it. If you're very flexible and you can bring it all the way back, that's great. Only go as far as is comfortable for you. One more. Good. Bring it back. So I'm going to turn my foot. I'm going to bring the knee in. I'm going to slide the leg back. Now, as I do this, I want to pay attention to how it feels now in the hip crease. My other variation to this would be, same thing, slide the leg out, bring the foot up, rotate it in, and you can bring it back as far as you can go. Come back to neutral, knee in, rotate it out. But you don't have to do that. Now I'm going to turn myself, but you don't have to. Pay attention to how it feels. Left leg slides out, I roll it up, and I turn the foot, and I find my center of balance here, and I rock it. Now start small. Now I know for myself, my left hip is tighter. So I just kind of take it easy. If you want more, you can sink it back a little more so I don't go so far on this side and I don't push it because I don't want an injury. Remember, the practice of yoga is to allow you to do this for life. You don't want to have an injury where you have to go into recovery. And then you breathe and you roll the leg in and you swing the leg back. And now we're just going to just rock a little bit, just a little bit. Again, if you want more, you don't have to do it. You slide the leg out, you rotate the foot, and you bring it as far back as you can. Ooh, a little more open. Bring it in, bring the knee in, and you roll it back. Now, just widen the knees here. Bring a block if you have one or a book. Big toes touch. And now just let your head rest right on the block. Arms are in a sphinx pose. And take a breath into your child's pose. And as you breathe right here, roll your head on the block. See if you can release a little more. Soften the eyes. Make sure you're breathing. Relax the jaw. Now, when you come to center, slide your arms forward, teepee, and see if you can sink a little more. Take a breath. And then release the arms and breathe. Slide your hands back to frame the face. We're going to inhale, tuck the chin, we're rolling up. When my arms are straight, that's when I lift my head, but I don't overextend my chin, and I slowly ripple up and down like a wave, moving through the spine, and I take a breath and use the breath to lift up and exhale the breath to create a flow. And I release and relax into the stretch so that I can pay attention here. And then when you come back up, widen your hands and just rock the shoulders a little bit. So when the shoulders are tight, the hips are tight, and vice versa. We want to make that connection here. Now you can make it as big or as small as you want. Keep it high, or you can rotate so that your ear comes closer to the mat. Do I need to do that? No. I do the practice that works best for me on the day that I do the practice. And then bring it up. Take your time. Rock a little bit. Let's open the shoulders. So if I have my block, I'm just going to bring it to the side as I prepare to go into threading the needle. So my left arm, since I'm facing this way, I'm going to prop my arm first. And I'm going to slide this arm as far as I can go. Take a breath. Now, I can slide all the way through and use the block to rest my head so my head doesn't come down so low. And open up again. Remember, it's that shoulder-hip connection. You can release the arm or keep it extended and stretched. You do the one that works for you. Breathe. And then slide that extended arm back and you gently lift yourself up. Now I'm going to turn, but you don't have to. Opposite side. Slide that right arm and prop it first. Get a stretch. Feel this stretch underneath the arm so you're beginning to move also some more lymphatic fluids here. And you breathe. And then whenever it is you're ready, if you choose, you let your head rest on the block and you slide your arm. You can release it down. Breathe. Soften. Good. Slide the hand back. Slowly lift up. Now we've been here for a while, so we want to move. So I'm going to bring my knees together. I'm going to bring my right foot forward. I'm going to tuck my back toes. Now I can stay right here. This could be enough. If I want more, I can extend that back leg and stretch. Bring the knee down, take your time. Walk your hands, so as I do this, I'm gonna walk my leg out and bring my hands to the inside, and I can stretch here. And I'm mindful, I don't go beyond my comfort zone, and I breathe. Good, and release that. Bring that leg so that you're tucking the back toes. Keep your center of balance. Scoop. Lift up. Gentle back bend, forward fold. One more. Inhale, lift up. Let it go. Good. Breathe. Release that leg. Opposite side. Take a breath. I can stay right here. I can extend that leg into a lunge. I breathe. If I want more, I can bring gently my knee down. When I bring my knee down, I walk my foot out, hands in line with the leg, and I can stretch it here. Breathe. Good. Pause. See how that feels? Tuck your toes. Take a breath. Lift up. Gentle back bend, forward fold. One more. Inhale. Let it go. I'm going to use this to stand up. So I'm going to lean into that front leg so that I can step forward into my forward fold and just let it hang. Feel that stretch up the back of the legs. Maybe while you're here, you massage the backs of the legs. The fronts. And then sweep the hands, sink like you're going to sit in a chair, lift up. Bring it up, step wide. Feet are parallel. And now I'm just going to bring that right elbow down and stretch here. Good. Now, if it's too much for your arms to be above your head, you bring it to the shoulders. If you want a variation, you can try both. If you want more, you pause and you just kind of roll around here. See how the hips feel now. And reverse your circle. Good, shake it out. Hip distance apart is just the width of your two fists together. The toes are in alignment. Roll the shoulders. See how you feel. Envision yourself from the inside taller, more open, softer. Relax the knees. Good, and then reverse your circle. Take your time. One more, and roll it forward, and stretch it out. Go as low as you can comfortably go. Breathe. Now, walk yourself to the right. Keep the knees soft. Keep your eyes open. Walk yourself to the left. And come back to center. Widen your stance a little bit. Walk yourself to the right. Come back to center. Walk yourself to the left. Now, I'm going to grab a block. And now if I want, I can widen my stance even more. And now I'm going to stretch it here. Nice flat back. And stretch it out. Now, if this is too low, I can bring it to this side. I can bring it high. Remember, when you bring it high, you lose some stability. So you want to make sure you're careful. Now pause here, tuck your chin, roll it up. Heel toe your feet so you're a little closer together. Move the hips, see how that feels. And then reverse your circle. Shake it out. Now as you stand here again in hip distance, just see how you are. Take a breath. Engage through the lower belly, soften the knees. Feel that sensation of parallel connection all the way up. Take a breath. Let it out. Good. Now as I breathe right here, I'm going to sweep my arms out to the side. Look to the right and to the left. Make sure I'm right on shoulder height. And now I'm going to roll the shoulders. Keep the belly engaged so I'm nice and strong through the core. One hand and then the other, so I alternate it. Now I may want more, so I can bend the elbows. Rotate through the center, but I don't have to. Good, bring it up, gentle back bend, forward fold. let it all hang out right here. Step a little wider. Clasp your hands together. We're just gonna go chop some wood. So I'm gonna soften my knees, sink a little bit, sweep out, sink the tailbone down, and as I come up, I bring my arms behind me. And exhale, and I bring it down. Now, do I have to go that low? No, I can keep it right here. You make it the expression that you need for yourself. This is also big hip shoulder opener. Breathe. One more. And let it go. Roll it out. Move the hips. 2, 3, and then reverse. 1, 2, 3. Shake it out. Hip distance, see how you feel. Take a breath. Now, as I'm standing here, I'm paying attention to where my chin is. I don't want to extend it. I want to keep it tucked in. Now, as I bring it in, I'm going to take the right hand, I'm going to bring it to the left shoulder. I want to invite the shoulder down, and I'm going to hold the elbow, create a little weight here. Soften through the legs. Take a breath. And feel the rise and the fall of the breath. Soften the shoulder, drop it all the way down. Let go of whatever you're holding here. Really pay attention to what's going on in the jaw. Notice where you're holding tension somewhere else. Good. Release that arm and bring it up, stretch it up, stretch it up, stretch it up, and then just let the whole arm drop and shake it. Now measure. This arm should be a little longer. I'm going to bring my right arm, that's the arm I just worked, to the back. I'm going to hold the wrist gently. Now I can keep it at center, shoulders back and down, or I can bring it slightly to the left without pulling the arm. And I breathe. And then release that and shake it out. Good. Shake both out. Take a breath. Opposite side. Really softening the shoulder. So this shoulder, you're inviting the shoulder down, but this shoulder likes to overcompensate. So the tendency is to bring it here. So bring it down. Take a breath. Engage through the belly, but soften through the legs. See how that feels here. Feel the rise and the fall of the breath. Think about what you're holding in the center of the chest, the shoulders, center in the back between the shoulder blades. See if you can let that go. Release that. Stretch this arm up, up, up. Soften the shoulder down, and then just let the arm drop and shake it. Good. Measures. Hopefully they're the same now. Take a breath. I'm going to take this left hand behind. Remember, I can hold in the center or slightly to the side, and I'm not pulling. I'm inviting the shoulders to come down and away from the ears. And I breathe. Good. You can take both hands and interlace your fingers, squeeze the shoulders on the back and bring it down, tuck the belly in. So the tendency, if you watch people, they tend to be here. You want to soften it, bring it down. Take a breath. Now, I'm going to bend the knees, nice flat back, as flat as I can make it, and tailbone, and I'm just going to come right into 90-degree angle, and if I can straighten the knees, great. My eyes are open, take a breath. Bend, sink the tailbone, lift up. Good, swing. Now swing that all out. And now tap, opening the door of life. Good. And then shoulders and hips. So one hand high and the other low, and just gentle. Good. And then just release and swing. Pause, shake it out. Hip distance, so I'm nice and firmly grounded through my feet. Right arm up. Now I'm gonna bring my hand, if it's comfortable, I can bring it right between my shoulder blades and pull, not pull, but gently engage and feel that stretch right under the arm. Take a breath. If this doesn't work for me, I can keep my elbows out to the side, or I can come here. Now my right arm is up. I'm gonna widen my stance. I wanna move my hip, my chin is tucked. I'm gonna go left and look under to the right, and then come back. And again, and one more. And come back and release that and shake it out. And then opposite side. And again, move the hip. So my left arm is up, go right, take a breath. Good. Gentle back bend, forward fold, let it hang here. See if you can really work it out, wiggle it out a little bit. I'm going to use this to transition down onto the mat, so I bring myself all the way down. I'm taking my block with me. I'm going to slide my legs to the side. I'm going to bring myself onto my back body and just use my weight just to soften into the lower back. Just hold it gently. So if you can sink the shoulders down, take a breath. And now bring your feet to the floor. We're gonna go right into a bridge. So I wanna make sure that if my feet are too far away from me, I lose a lot of stability. So I wanna walk my feet as close as I can, take my block, I'm gonna slide it, but right at the lower tailbone, nowhere near the curve of the back. Sink the shoulders down, chin is tucked, hands are parallel, and I go right into my supported bridge, and I breathe. And I pay attention. See if one shoulder feels higher than the other. You can lift and tuck again if you need to, and just soften it. Really paying attention. Are you clenching the jaw? So soften the jaw, relax the face. This could be enough. If you want more, you're gonna slowly lift the arms, take it all the way up, be mindful. So what I mean by the shoulders is you don't wanna lift them up. You wanna keep the shoulders down as much as you can, take a breath, and then float it back down. Nice slow release. This could be enough. If you don't choose to move your arms, that's great. If you want to, inhale, lift up, bring the breath all the way up. And now on the exhale, exhale and bring it to the back, as far as you can go. Now, if your arms don't rest and your wrists come up, bend them at the elbow and soften it here. Take a breath. Good. I'm going to bring my arms out to the letter T, soften the shoulders a little more. Bring the hands right up to center, clasp the hands, and just rock small and gentle right into that space between the shoulder blades. If you want, you can invert. so that the palms are toward the sky, but you don't have to. And you breathe. Good, release the hands, stretch it behind you, take a little breath here. Sink. Open up the arms in any position, so you can do a Y, you can do cactus arms if you need to, and the arms are too much to be overhead, bring it to the letter A. Find that spot where you get the biggest release between the shoulder blades. Take a breath. Now I'm going to take my right foot, I'm just going to cross it over the thigh of the left. And just breathe. I'm not doing anything, I'm just holding this. And I'm letting the body settle into the pose. Good. Release that and switch to the other side. Now, if any of this doesn't work for you, you don't do it. And then you release that, bring the feet to the floor, slide the hands to hold the block, and bring the knees into the chest, and bring your feet up into your supported shoulder stand. Take a breath. So knees are not locked, and take a breath here. You may feel it right in the middle of the thoracic spine in your mid-back. Breathe. Good, now pretend you're riding a bike and pedal it out. And then reverse the pedal. Good, stretch the legs, point and flex the feet. Try not to let your legs come over your face, straight up, and point and flex. So you get the benefit of an inversion. Point one, flex the other. Good, roll the feet around at the ankle. Reverse your circle. Good, stretch and stretch and stretch. Release the legs, but just let them hang. Now, hold the block. Remember, you're on a block. Little circles. So the knees out, knees in. And then bring it into center and reverse. Small. Good, release. Bring the feet back up. See how that feels, soften the legs. Bring the knees back to the chest, exhale slowly, slowly, slowly. Now, I'm not gonna release the whole thing, I'm gonna toe tap. So I really have to engage right through the middle. Inhale, bring it up. And bring it down. Nothing's going on in the jaw. Now, if you get a cramp, just release the toes, wiggle it out. Last one. Flex the feet and heel tap. Now, the heels, you have to go a little lower. Engage the core, lift it up. We'll just do 3. Last one. And then when you bring it down this time, just release the feet, take a breath. I'm gonna imagine that there's a string coming right from my belly button, and as I inhale and I lift up, I stay up, I slide the block out, and I hold it just for a breath or 2 or 3. And then from the shoulders, I slowly, one vertebra at a time, bring the whole back body slowly and gently back down to the mat. Take your time, really tucking the belly so that you really engage and the lower back pauses into the mat. Now, don't move. Give the spine a moment just to settle. Now, I'm going to slide my hands underneath my head. I'm going to lift up and just rock, just to get a little more space in the upper back. And then pause. Rock your legs a little bit. Just small, gentle rocking. Rock out that sacral spine, that place where the block was just resting. Good. Now I'm going to cross again. This time without the block, I'm going to bring my arms out to the letter T, or I can bring my hands to the ribs, or I can go to cactus arms. You pick what you want, and just rock it out right here. If you want it bigger, you can go as deeply as you want, right and left. Rolling onto the inside, outside edges of the feet. And then come back to center, a little rocking. And then switch to the opposite side, start small. This could be enough, stay right here. And then if you want, again, you make it as big or as small as you need it to be. Shoulders stay on the floor. And you rock it out. And then come back to neutral, little rocking. Now take your block, we're going to bring it right between the thighs. Feet are parallel. Arms out, letter T. We'll go right into a twist, so we roll. Start small. You don't have to go big. If you're really flexible or you want more, you can roll it. But the shoulders have to stay on the floor. You can roll your head opposite direction if that's good for your neck. Otherwise, you keep it small. Good. Take the block, bring it between your lower legs, hold behind, just rock here. Good. Release. So you gently take the block out, go into your full body stretch. Take a breath. Stretch it all out and feel long. Bring the knees in. Now we're just going to do a little inversion here. So I'm going to just bring it up into my happy baby. If you want to stretch your legs wide, big V with your legs more straight, you can. Soften the feet if it's too much, or you bring your knees in if that's better for you. You just decide what you need. Now cap the knees so my hands rest right on my kneecaps, fingers are pointing toward the toes, and now just a very gentle little circle here, get a little pelvic tilt. And then reverse. Good. Feet to the floor, as wide as you can. Heels are on the mat, toes are to the side, hands can be to the side. You can do cactus arms, you can do the letter T, you can bring your hands to the ribs, you pick what you want, and you rock it here into windshield wipers. Maybe you want to lift and get a bigger stretch. I'm not rolling my head at this point, it's right at neutral. If I want more, and I'm good, my neck is in a good place, my legs go right, I can roll my head left, and I just let it rest here and sink the shoulders. Work less, gain more. And then opposite side. And then rock it a little more. Bring the soles of the feet together, and I can rock it here a little bit. Pause, slide my legs long, slide my arms long, go into my full body stretch. Take a big yawn, a big sigh, a big stretch. Now we're quickly coming into our Shavasana. So if there's something you need to do that's going to help you complete your practice today, that's what you do. I'm going to transition up, but you don't have to. If you need to stretch in another way, you monitor what you need, and then you land. You have your blanket, you put your socks on. If you need a drink of water, whatever it is, you assess where you are. And then you settle. And as you settle, and you do a little assessment, ask yourself, how do I feel that's better than how I felt when I started? What did I release? What have I noticed? How do I feel? Where is my breath? Is my mind still busy, or have I slowed it down? And in the pause is where you begin to assimilate all the poses, the asanas, the postures, and you land. And as you land and you breathe in and you breathe out, try not to let your brain go places. Just focus on the rise and the fall of the breath. So feel the breath. Feel the coolness of the air as it enters your nostrils, and then the warmth as it lands right back out or flows right back out. Soften anything else that may be tight. Let the sound of the bowl move in you, around you, through you, above, below, side to side. So the power of the singing bowls is that it releases a little more deeply into the subtle body, relaxes the parasympathetic nervous system, promotes sleep, rest. Now, you're not going to sleep here, although you may want to, but I think you want to go home. So you're just going to breathe in and breathe out into this space that you're holding just for the next few minutes. Bless you. As you breathe in and you breathe out, really let your body weight sink into the mat. And if you can, visualize a place in nature that you just love. If you could teleport yourself there right now, that's where you would go. And in your mind's eye, bring in as much detail as you can. Feel that sense of grounding and balance and support. Feel the air, the warmth of your body connected to the warmth of the sun. Think about the space you hold for yourself, for your family, your friends, for the world. And just for the next few moments, let go of all the other things that take up space and only hold the space you need to feel restored, replenished, renewed. Give yourself an opportunity to recharge. And so as you rest in this place between being awake and being asleep, just notice, listen, pay attention, breathe. I am breathing in and I am breathing out into this place where I have created space for myself. I am listening, I am noticing, and I am observing. Any shifts, any sensations, anything that spontaneously pops in as an intuitive or inspirational thought. Or just allowing myself to clear the busyness of the mind a little more deeply. And as you breathe in and you breathe out right here, Let the sound of the bowl as it sings combine to the rhythm of your breath. And then in just a few breaths right here, give yourself a compliment. Today I am, and really be emphatic about it. I am great. I am strong. I am flexible. I am healing. I am enough, just as I am. And as you breathe in and you breathe out right here, believe it. Let your mind and heart and body connect to that sensation where you feel connected, aligned, balanced, calm, relaxed, and at ease. And now begin to deepen your breath. And as you deepen your breath, begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. And if you need to, you can roll your head a little bit. Go into a full body stretch. Take a big breath, a big yawn, a big stretch. Sigh it out, yawn it out. Good. Bring your knees into your chest. Just rock it out a little bit. Good, bring your hands and feet up to the sky and just shake it out. Begin to wake yourself up. And go one more time into a full body stretch. Stretch it all out. Make some more space. And then bring your knees in, and when you're ready, that's when you roll to whatever side calls to you. So support your head and neck with your arm or a prop. And as you breathe right here, know that you have created a shift with your practice. And then when you're ready, you transition up into whatever is a comfortable seated position for you. Sitting up nice and tall, and then stirring the pot, letting all the parts of the practice land. Now remember, even though we spend 60 minutes here together, the benefits of the practice continue through the day. So what you do on your mat is not just the 60 minutes little vignette, reverse your circle. It's what you carry out into the world as you move forward into the rest of your day and to the rest of your week. And then when you come around again to neutral, you twist to one side, bring it out. Twist to the other side. One hand down, one hand over, stretch it out. And then opposite side. And then visualize yourself as a three-dimensional triangle. Bring your fingertips together. And then bring your hands in and feel that connection so that whatever you need will come to you at the perfect time without an effort because you're connected, relaxed, at ease, and at home within yourself. And that is enough. Namaste. Namaste. Have a wonderful day. Please drink plenty of water, eat some protein, take a rest if you need it, and I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for coming out. I appreciate it. You're welcome. My pleasure.